Okay, if you guys can hear me, let me know. We're going to go ahead and try and get started now. Make sure that everything is working. And you know what? That's what replays are for. So you never know what's going to happen when you're live. My camera's not working today, but you don't need to see me. You've seen me for 5 years, right? So, first of all, I'm going to let you know that I've got an amazing demo coming up. And if you're going to want to see this, all you have to do is type hashtag demo. I'm going to show you how to use these marketing systems on your own computer for free, and you can use that and see how you can get more clients. But what we're going to start with today is let's talk about marketing. And everything was pretty normal up until, let's see, 2023, right? In fact, it was a little bit boring, but everything started to change. So let's talk about this today. Let's talk about the new era of business. Okay. And if you guys are ready, we're going to break into this, talk about some marketing. I'm going to go pretty fast and just watch closely. I've got some really cool demos for you. And I have an amazing team here. Angie and Sandy and Tally are here. They're going to get you everything that you need. If you need it, just make sure you can say, I hear you. So I know you're here. And let me know where you're coming in from. If you're watching from LinkedIn or YouTube, or are you watching in the Iconic Entrepreneur group? Let me know where you are. And remember, I've got some giveaways here for you today. So now that we know that next era of business is changing, what I want to talk about, it was like this. And here we are now. It's kind of a crazy roadmap, right? So what's happening is that the landscape has changed. It used to be kind of a straight road, and now everything is under construction going forward. There's stops and there's starts, and there's no right turns. You can't figure out what's coming up. And what's happening is that over the next 10 years, things are really going to be changing. And Mark Cuban said it the best, hey, if you don't know AI, you're going to fail, period. End of story. I don't know. The guy's a billionaire. I think we might trust him just a little bit, right? So, what we want to do is just really understand that wherever you are with your business, locally, globally, that the business of tomorrow has to leverage AI because that's what's happening in the game. Marketing is completely changing. And so we talked about the changing landscape. The road was so straight. You just had to follow this. You could just see what everyone else was doing online before, and you could do that too. And now everything has changed. It's a whole different era. And what's happening is this is the year of the brand. And if you don't have something unique, if you're still doing kind of plain vanilla things of yesteryear, which not that far ago, yesteryear was 2023. Today, we're in 2024. Everything is different. And so now that we know things are different, we know we have to use the new marketing tools. What does it mean? How does it change us? Well, actually, there's some benefit to it because businesses can expect a 6 to 10% increase in revenue just by adopting some of these new marketing tools. And not everything is AI. So if AI freaks you out, it's okay. It's not all that way. But let me show you some advantages, okay, and disadvantages. If you don't want to use it, it's okay. It doesn't mean you're not going to have a business, but it does mean you're going to limit your business. You're going to lose your ability to add on new clients, new leads. And so, without AI, a lot of businesses are waiting for calls and emails to come in. They're waiting for all those referrals that they get. Some people say, I get all referrals. Well, what if your referrals dry up? What if they're not there for you anymore? Or they don't have anyone to help you out? And then you treat everybody the same. Your follow-up is manual. You're getting bogged down in all the tasks. You're spending forever working on social media. You're trying to do it all till 2 a.m. You can't compete with the bigger competitors. And it's really hard to grow your business without struggles. So if you could take away some of the frustrations of doing all this yourself, especially if you're a small business or a solopreneur, or if you're anybody making less than $250,000, it's a struggle. And so you want to take a look at some of these technologies because with AI, you can have somebody there. For example, I'm going to show you how you can have a 24/7 virtual assistant in your business for pennies. It's not going to cost you a lot. Like an average VA is going to cost you between $25 and $35 an hour. And imagine if you could have somebody managing the front door of your store. What's the front door of your store? The front door of your store is your website, right? But how many leads are you getting? Go ahead and put in the comments. How many leads are you actually getting off of your website? And if you know how many people actually go to your website, okay? Now, mostly, okay, it's zero. Nobody is getting any help on their websites. They're not getting any leads. And so we have to come up with a different idea. And, here's an example of someone who in just 3 days, okay, you tried what I'm going to show you as a demo, just so you can do this. And you can have this demo on your own website, okay? I want you to see it. And if it works, maybe you're going to use something like this, okay? But what would you do if you had 27 new leads in 3 days? Do you think you could close maybe 10% or 20% of those? If every client was $5,000 for you and you got 3 new leads, that's $15,000 in a month. That's well over 6 figures. And this is what I'm trying to have you understand. So I'm going to show you a demo, okay? And then in order to get that, you can always go to the iconicleader.com/demo, or you can just type in hashtag demo. Hashtag demo. My amazing team will get you all set up on that calendar, because here's the thing, right? People used to trust brands, and now people are the trusted brands. The brands aren't the thing anymore. What's changed in marketing is that it's about people. And let me show you exactly how this looks in your business and how it looks in the marketplace. Do you remember this? Right? In the beginning, it was inbound marketing. And the goal was that you wanted to create value so that people would come to your sites. And in order to do that, you had to first create something. Then you had to attract them, and then you had to deploy it. You had to get it out there and fulfill, right? So, but that was so easy. That was 2023, okay? But what's happening now in 2024 is that inbound marketing isn't really working anymore, and the roads are closed. Here's why this is happening: because the big platforms shut down the roads. When you used to go on Google and advertise on Google, or you'd be on Facebook or LinkedIn, right? They won't let you get off their site anymore. They're making you stay. They're penalizing you if you put up any links or anything like that. And so it's become a real challenge for a lot of people. So what we want to do is make sure that you're able to still get people to your site. Have you noticed how when you have, let's say, like, oh, I'm at the top of Google, I got the SEO right, but then right next to your page, Google is putting up all the information and AI is putting up all the information. So again, we're having some technical difficulties, so I don't know that you can see all this, but I will replay this. So here's some things that you can do. You can use creator marketing, okay? And with creator marketing, what that means is, who are some of the influencers and things that are out there, right? And so what you want to do with influencers, you want to be able to give them some of your graphics and your tools and your resources and let them have at it so they can promote it, right? And that will keep you off of that gated place where Google is trying to hijack all your information. And when you work with these creators, you can have fixed or flat rate pricing. I recommend, if you work with an influencer, you're going to work with flat rate pricing. And the platform, you can find a platform. How do you find all these influencers? You can use Passion Fruit. That's a great one. Okay. So now the other thing that's happening is what's called closed wall gardens. And closed wall gardens is something that just means that you can't distribute anymore. You can't put links out there, right? They'll kill your reach, and there's declining traffic. So what you want to do is use AI, okay? Let it become like a personalization tool for you. And when you do that, then if you use AI, you can really cater your information to the client. You can be more relevant and you can customize everything that you're doing. Okay. So I'm going to show you some videos here in a second on exactly how you can do this and how you can make all of this work for you without spending any more money on marketing or advertising. Now, just so you know, if you are having trouble seeing all this like everybody else is because of our tech, I just want you to type hashtag replay, okay? Just type hashtag replay, and we will make sure that you get the replay with all the right information on it, okay? So we want you to be able to see everything and make sure you get the full replay. So all you have to do is ask for hashtag replay, and we'll make sure that you get everything that's working, okay? So do apologize for all the craziness, but hey, that's what live is all about, right? Now, since you can't really do what you used to be able to do on the big sites and the big platforms without them taking and hijacking all your material, what you can also do is focus on video, right? So if you focus on video, there's two things. You've got the old way was just hiring a bunch of copywriters. That doesn't work anymore. And just having text-based ads and generic writing and, nothing that was relevant or current. Well, now what you want to do is video marketing is the new way to do it. And what you want to do is focus on you. You have to get in front of the camera. Or if you are totally against being in front of the camera, get your team in front. You can get a spokesperson. Think of Flo from Geico, right? Or you can get some of the influencers to be those people. But remember, it's not about the brand anymore. People are connecting to people, okay? Now, there's another thing that's important to understand. That's called H2H marketing. And what that means, if you want to get people onto your site, first you need data to define who your ideal client is. Who is that iconic customer profile? How do you define them? What is their intent? How do you know that you have buyer fit? And buyer intelligence is very important. If you don't know about the buyer, how are you going to market to them? Okay. So once you know that, okay, you need the data. All right. And the data is going to give you what you need and how you market to these people, okay? And some of the tools that you can use here, I've gotten a few of them written out here for you. So if you want to actually capture the screen, if this screen works, right? Again, I will be happy to get you all the original slides. If you would like them, just type hashtag replay or hashtag slides, and we'll get all of the corrections to you. And we'll have a replay in a day or so that you can see everything the right way. And so we talk about H2H. H2H is human to human, okay? So you want human to human connections, not just because we have AI, you don't like disappear and go into automation world. If you want to know our number one secret for making millions of dollars in our business year after year after year, hundreds of thousands of dollars in a week, $100,000 days, this is how we do it. Face-to-face. In-person marketing. This is the hottest thing you can do right now because everyone's sick and tired of being cooped up and automation and false automation and buying things that aren't even real. So why does this work? This works for you because there's less competition, right? Fewer people are good in person. Think about it. There's all these wallflowers and stuff, and that might be you. If you need some help with that, come to our camera confidence and charisma class, and we'll show you how to network and how to do this and what to say so you don't feel awkward like in high school or something. So fewer people do this as far as competition goes. When you connect with someone, don't you get a much better feeling? You know right away when you meet somebody if you like them or not. And so you're able to close faster, but we don't trust automation and the computer and all the lies out there on the internet. It used to be, oh, I saw it on the internet and it's true, but that's not the case anymore. I saw it on the internet and it's a joke. So if you really want intimacy with people and connect with them, you want to have a faster close by being in person. It can be networking events, and you can throw your own. We do a workshop and it's every Tuesday in our town, San Diego. Please come. It's awesome. I feed you, we network, you exchange leads and information with everybody, and then we teach you how to find $100,000 in your business in that 100 minutes while you're there for a 90-minute workshop. So it's 90 minutes plus you add the I'm not bad at math. It's 90 minutes for all of that. Plus, everybody seems to stick around and wants to keep networking. So it's kind of fun, actually. Now, so in-person networking is a big deal for what you want to do. So one-to-one creation is the other thing. How do you do this? How do you get AI to create human-to-human connections? Some of the things that you can do are voice-enabled messaging. And most people, when they first get it, when I first got one, I didn't realize that wasn't a human. And when it's really good, that's what it feels like, okay? And yes, that can take over a lot of stuff. Yes, that'll put people out of work, but it will also free people to do even better work. So now this is pretty cool, but it's still early. I just want to let you know this is early, so it's not quite perfect. So don't rely on it totally yet, but you can start kind of inching your way there, okay? And so, like, for example, one of the things that you can do is let me just play this for you, and I'll kind of talk you through it as we go along here. And so hopefully this is going to work. We'll see what is working and what isn't, right? But again, start with AI to ease the pressure of what you're doing, right? So one thing you can do is referral marketing. And with referral marketing, you can use like the Google Tap card, which we just saw, and you can just tap and people can give you referrals. Referrals are a big thing, right? And you can have pop-ups on the footers of your website, right? Have you guys seen those where people can give you credibility and it pops up like so-and-so just bought, so-and-so has this comment? Website footers are really, really awesome, okay? And they'll just pop up periodically, and you can take all your reviews from those Google swipes and Google cards, right? And from your Google My Business page, and you can have those pop up. Now, you don't have to do anything for it. And what's really cool, it can do it on as many of your sites as you want to. And you can have different styles. Like this is an example of a carousel, right? And so it can slide through and show you overall what are your ratings for your business. This is from our website, and some different reviews that people get. And then people can write their own review. And what's really cool is then you can actually have a simple way to have them give you those reviews, right? A lot of people worry about that. So this is something really cool. This is our website, and I want you to take a really close look at this. So this is what we call Betty Bot, and this is what I want you guys to have a demo of. I want you to put this on your website for free and see how it can get you new clients. First thing she does is she comes on there and she actually opens up with a joke, okay? Something humorous. And right, comedy is one of the greatest ways to get people to stay engaged. And then she asks a little bit about what are you looking for? Now, the reason this works is it keeps them engaged. And hopefully you can enlarge your screen and see this really big. And if not, I'll be happy to get you the video. But all you have to do is type #demo, and I'll show you this video, and then set up a call with me. This takes about 15 minutes. It's going to be about 5 minutes to set this on your website. We don't have to program it or spend hours and days putting in all the backdrop. Betty Bot is going to lay on your website, and she's going to absorb everything in it. And then she's going to be able to talk to anyone that comes to your website. This is that virtual VA I was telling you about, who is working 24/7 on your site. Instead of people popping on your site and going, oh, that's ugly, I'm going to leave, this will cover it up. It'll engage them. So especially if you have an ugly website, you need something like this on there. And what she's doing is she knows, let's say, for example, the different types of services you have. For example, we do consulting. We do it one to one. We do done for you, done with you, done by you. We have an agency. We have a whole bunch of services. And so when someone comes to our website, she's just going to keep them engaged. The ultimate goal, of course, for you is to have new leads. And she'll ask them their website. She'll ask them as far as, um, you know, do you want an appointment? Maybe they want, before they want an appointment, they're still a little cold and leery, and maybe they want some case studies. So we can give them case studies, or we can give them videos. We can give them some testimonials, right? So imagine if somebody was doing the upfront work for you so you didn't have to. And she's going to ask about their hot buttons. What do you need? What do you want? What's the biggest objective? Do you want more leads? Do you want more sales? Do you want more retention of your clients? Do you want to work with somebody one-on-one, or would you love to have a group environment and connect with other people? Do you want to join a mastermind? Do you want to come to one of our workshops, right? And so you can have this on your website as well. And the whole goal is to figure out what they need, right? In this case, they're like, oh, yeah, I want to do some social media. She's talking about right now. And she's like, which social media do you really want to focus on? Do you want to do it on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, or some other site, right? And so whatever they choose, then she's going to answer in exact accordance to what kind of information you have on your website. Don't you love this? Okay. So I want you to have this for free on your website and see it. I want you to see what people go through. And can I tell you one little thing that makes this even more amazing is that what happens is you actually see what it's like for someone to go to your website. And I've done this with several people, and they're like, oh, I don't want them to do that or ask that or know that. Well, then don't have it on your website, right? Because you don't want the wrong things. It's a great way to screen if your website is outdated or whatever. And then it will link to your calendar. And it will also, like, get this. Do you have a blog, or do you put content out on social media? Betty Bot can post your content on social media for you. Maybe you have a live or a short that you just did, and you're driving down the road in your car and you're trying to make a video and talking about a client you just had. And guess what? She'll post that on your blog for you. She'll post it on your social media. This is like three people in one. You have your content writer, you have your social media manager, and you have your assistant there. Now she's asking me for an appointment, right? I asked all my questions. Now she wants an appointment, and she puts all that information, is going to connect me. So that's how that works. I hope you like that. I think it's just super cool when you look at how all that works and how you can do it. And of course, you can also follow up, right? So let's say somebody met with you, like, again, come to one of our workshops. They're totally free. Well, guess what? Afterwards, I'm going to send you a message. So this is an email. And then we also have a text message. And what that is we're asking people to give referrals. Why do you need referrals? Because everybody judges people based on referrals. And then I showed you we had 5-star referrals, right? So imagine if all of this can be done and set up for you in less than 10 minutes, how much time would that save? If you love these ideas, I'm trying to always give you guys new not just hacks, but strategies. These are principles that you really have to think about on how do you get people to really trust you? How do you get more engagement? You're trying to connect with people human to human, right? H to H, not so automated, but you have to use automation. Okay. What I mean by that is don't just always do an evergreen webinar, right? Talk to people. And normally I would talk to you, but my camera is not working, so I can't. So these are some things that you can do, right? And look at some of the other things. Look at the pop-ups that you could do, right? And then have the referrals on your site and have a carousel and use those, and use the Google card, right? So if you want to demo, I really want you guys to do this. I want you guys to figure out, how can I do this for myself without spending a fortune, right? So if you want Betty Bot to hang out on your site, I want you to do that too. Okay. And then I want you to connect and just type hashtag demo, hashtag demo. It's going to be about a 15-minute call, because we're going to put it on your site, and then you're going to run through and see how it works and all of the tools and resources that you have that go with it. Okay. So if you want to see any of these things, or if you want to see all the slides in reality, then just type replay or slide. So we will get those to you, and we will have a real replay so that you can see everything again. But right now, this is where you need to be, right? All of these changes, right, are because the landscape is changing. And again, the old roads have been closed. We can't go down the old roads. Just like the pandemic changed everything, the platforms are taking over our content. And so we can't let that happen. It's just like with Amazon. If you guys have noticed, like Amazon, or if you had an Amazon store, I have a lot of clients who had Amazon and they did all that, and everybody got out of it. Why? Because then when you were real successful, Amazon just duplicated your product and they sold it to everyone, and you were kicked out. So when you're playing against the big boys, you have to play a smarter game. And these are just some of the tools that you can start using, right, instantly, and keep it hands off for you. These are what we call must haves, right? And if you aren't getting on Google, but for free, if you're paying for Google ads, that's fine. But why not do it for free? Why not get on the Google map? Why not be what's called the 3-pack, where your name is featured on a Google map as a business? How does that happen? It happens because you get people to give you amazing reviews. And when they give you amazing reviews, guess what? Other people will come by, and Google rewards that. On top of that, there's also a feature where when you do the reviews, what happens is, as you do a review, the AI will actually type the answer in for you. So some people say, oh, I have lots of reviews, but they don't respond to them. If you go back and look at ours on our Google My Business page, we respond to every single one of them, but you don't have time. Right? So Google will actually do it for you. AI will do it for you. Right? So it's so simple. Okay. But I just want you to know, this is the new era of business. Everything has changed, and you have to keep current. Even if you don't like the way things are going, okay, even if you think, oh, that's too complex, or I don't like tech, you don't need to like it. Okay, that's why you need Betty Bot. She'll sit on your site, she'll do all the work for you, and you can go along and connect with your clients and with your audience, or do your speaking, or write your books, or whatever you need to do. Bottom line today is, you need human to human connections, and you want to accelerate that with AI, because the number one secret and the number one key to $1 million success is in-person marketing. You can have all the other types, but somehow you're going to need to connect with people. That's where you get your higher ticket, faster closes, less competition, less work. So join us back here next Tuesday at 5 o'clock, and we will show you the next generation of your business without spending any more money. Now, if you want to find out how you can actually accelerate your business and scale it from 6 figures to 7 figures in 1 year or less, without any of the stress or struggle or overwhelm, I would love for you to book a call, and just type callconnie.com. It'll take you right to my calendar. We're going to just hop on a 10-minute call. Ask me any question you want. When you come on, I will give you our freebie, how to use LinkedIn to grow your business. So book a 10-minute call. We'll strategize what your ideas are, and then your business will skyrocket. It's that simple and that easy and that fast to build a 7-figure business in 1 year or less. We'll see you guys next week. And if you just got here ask for the replay and make sure that you have everything you need to scale your business. Of course, if you are around and if you are in our local area, if you are in the San Diego area, come to our workshop. Just go to theiconicworkshop.com and you'll get all of these strategies. You'll see all of this live, and you'll get a whole bunch of freebies and cool, fun things to go with it. So I look forward to seeing you at our workshop. The next one is coming up on Tuesday morning, and we will also see you next Tuesday night here for Iconic TV Live.